This is Vinyl Voices Radio. ESPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Goodman.
Dusty Sandehan.
All right, we're back with some more Vinyl Voices Radio here on ESPN. Hanging out with Mighty Orq. So far, it's been very entertaining.
Yeah.
You just wait till the magic tricks, man. I got some card tricks. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love it.
for our studio audience. Hanging out here in the studio is our audience. But yeah, so let's jump right into this next song because it's funny because I think I was looking at the timing, just trying to figure out like how long we need to do segments for, even though Jason's the one back there telling me that like how much time's left. But they're getting a little bit longer and longer. Uh-huh. So now we're getting to like a 5.5 minute song like coming up, Boogie Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to hear that,
dude. It's a cool one, man. And should I talk about it now or
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll start.
So this was a tune. So this song was written by a friend of mine named Benny Brasket, and Benny is just a fantastic songwriter, multi-instrumentalist. He's a real character. He's a real card. Kind of a wild man, and he grew up around music. His father was a musician and had a venue in Galveston in the 50s and 60s called the Silver Slipper. No. Oh gosh, it's still there. I can't think of what it's called. What a space cadet. I can't think of the name of the venue, but it's in Galveston now. But anyway, Benny grew up around music, and his old man was a musician and band leader and ran this venue in Galveston in the 50s and 60s, and he grew up hearing all this music as a kid because they lived upstairs from the club, and so he was just this phenomenal songwriter, and this is one of his tunes. He's got just a catalog of really wonderful songs that. One of these, I keep having this like vision or this idea that I'm going to, do a whole like album of his tunes. Anyhow, this is a song called Boogie Man, and it's sort of ominous. The lyrics are very ominous, and he wrote it in the style. The thing that is sort of he wrote it in the style of John Lee Hooker, who was sort of known. One of his nicknames is the Boogie Man, right? And so he wrote it in the style of John Lee Hooker.
right?
And when I was a kid, I think I was about 20. I played some gigs with Benny, backing him up on guitar, on second guitar, and that was one of the tunes that I played, and that's how I got to know that tune as well as several other songs. And the recording of it now, this is another tune from the upcoming album. The arrangement of it now is completely different. It's this sort of like psychedelic take on this song, and that came about because I was doing a solo show, and this fella came up as the things were winding down, and he's like, "Man, I'll give you like $200 to play that cigar box guitar again." And I was like, "Yes, sir." And so, I grabbed the cigar box guitar, and I'm like, "What am I going to play on this thing now?" I couldn't think of a song. The Boogie Man is what occurred to me. And so I started playing it like that, and then I transferred it over to the electric guitar, and it just sort of developed into this sort of a little bit of a freaky psychedelic journey. And,
that it is.
Yeah, that's the whole deal.
All right, let's listen to it. Boogie Man.
Fear your God, hate your neighbor. It's a funny old world. nature's in peril. You can't save her. She's been a good old girl. You better lock your doors. You better load your pistol. It's liable to be a long night. What's that sound? Listen, sister, cut off all the lights, because the boogeyman will get you if you don't watch out. Here it comes again. Well, the boogeyman will get you, and there ain't no doubt. Well, it's gonna get you in the trying to find a thrill. Watch your back, don't you mess, don't care who they kill. You better lock your doors, you better load your pistol. It's liable to be a long night. Well, I said, what's that sound? Listen, sister, cut off all the lights. If you don't watch out, here it comes again. Well, the boogeyman will get you, and there ain't no doubt that. Well, it's gonna get you in there. Again. Well, the boogeyman will get you, and there ain't no doubt that. Well, hey, I said the boogeyman will get you if you don't watch out. Here it comes again. I said the boogeyman gonna get you, and there ain't no doubt. He's gonna get you. Well, he's gonna get you. The boogeyman gonna get you if you don't watch out. Comes again. I say the boogeyman gonna get you when there ain't no doubt. He's gonna get you. Well, he's gonna get you in the air. Boogeyman gonna get you. Oh, get you.
Speaking of the boogeyman, so no, that one riffs much harder.
Yeah, man, that's a rocker, and the thing that I like about that one that really sort of spoke to me is the lyrics are sort of, I mean, he wrote that song, I don't know, probably 30 years ago or 25 years ago, and it just stands up, lyrically. I mean, maybe even more so today. It's like the fear your God, hate your neighbor. It's a funny old world. It's Mother Nature's in peril, and you can't save her. She's been a good old girl. Like stuff like that. I mean, that's just like,
that's
it's sort of like these are great lines, and then you listen to, you're like,
those aren't just visuals,
crap!
right?
Like this is Yeah, kids got guns. They like Pee Wee Soldiers, stuff like that. And it's just like, man, that to me was, lyrically, it's such a relevant song, and it's so it just and it's it's kind of spooky.
Well, yeah, because it's still relevant.
Yeah.
And probably more now than, like you said, it was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice arrangement too, though.
Thanks, man.
Having that just kind of because that sound is relevant too now. The whole kind of psych.
Yeah, and I feel like it presents the song sort of I don't know, just in a way that's like that makes sense with the lyrics.
Yeah.
Now I want to find that like the original, just like that. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, right. Because it's so
that.
that's the other thing. I love songs that like where it's like, the lyrics are maybe a little bit darker, a little bit more heavy, and then the music is just sort of effusive, and it's like dancey, and you can like
Right.
it's got you feeling good,
Right,
and you
dancing,
start
having
listening
a
to
good
lyrics,
time,
and
the
you're
kids
like,
are singing along. They're like, I went to the rope store.
yeah, right. I mean, yeah, dude,
It's like, wait, you went and you bought a stool. Hold on a second. Like,
what
let's get dark.
what are you guys listening to?
Yeah, kids.
Yeah. If I can get a copy of that of he's got a few, at least a couple albums worth of material recorded. I'll try to get that to y'all because it's super cool. It's super cool.
I would say that all that your arrangement on it though feels more Galveston because I don't know about you, but to me Galveston's kind of a spooky.
It's a spooky place.
It's a spooky place.
Dude, we used to like.
Sorry, Galveston.
Which is wonderful. Like Galveston is amazing. Like,
It is amazing.
I love Galveston, but it is definitely like there's a spirit there to the island that is serious.
Haunting?
It is haunting. There's a lot, and it is a fascinating place. There's so much history and these beautiful buildings and we used to play this Thursday gig on the Strand years ago, and like every time I'd come into town, I'd go get off the Causeway, get on a Broadway, and like there was this feeling that you would get that was like there was a stillness and like a seriousness or something. I don't know, and it used to make me nervous, and now I love it. Go down to the island at night and walk around downtown or whatever. Whatever.
Have you been down there when the thick fog rolls in? That is the creepiest, weirdest. Where you can't even see the street lights. It rolls in so thick, and when it's fog, there's like this quietness too, and this crispy feeling, and talking about haunting.
Fog does weird stuff to sound and light and everything, man.
Galveston.
Yeah, it's a fun place.
It is. I love it.
There's a whole there's a tour that we did one time, and it took us to all the little haunts, the haunted places where there are bars and stuff down one night, and we had drinks at each one. Then went to the cemetery and did this little whole tour, and it was just a great night.
Yeah. It's a I don't know. It's like, to me, it's a holy place, man. There's like a lot of like spirit energy there. That's powerful.
Well, there's a lot of things. I mean, of course, a lot of people talk about the hurricane that went and killed a bunch of people. But you were talking about like the 50s, 60s time, and even before that, like all the drugs that were running through there.
Yeah.
And it was like a big heroin depot, and so you had all these
Heroin Depot.
Yeah, Heroin Depot. I don't know where you shop, but
it's aisle 12.
Yeah,
you want the
what can I get for you? And but you had all the different like mafias. You had the Italian mafia. You had all these gangs and everything fighting for this territory and all that. Like, there's a whole history that I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so when people talk about all this like New York City and Detroit and Chicago and all that, there's this whole history about Galveston. It was like it was the Wild West because no one was in control, and so it was just. And so there's some popular families in Houston that own a lot of things that came up from through that.
Yeah.
Which is a whole nother story.
This segment brought to you by the Galveston Island Tourism Bureau.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool that you know have that history with that song. Played tons of shows down there. You know, like you play all over the place. Yeah. So, tell us a little bit more about the new album. When can we expect it? Are we that far in production yet? And then just about where you're playing around, just so folks can come see the show that John's been talking up all night.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, so the album, is done, and what we've been doing is we're sort of shopping it around to different, labels, just agencies, publicist management companies, things like this, to see if somebody wants to, collaborate and release it somehow and get it out there in the world and try to sort of share it with as many people as effectively as possible. And so we haven't released it yet, really because of that. We really want to do it in a way that is going to be able to reach the most folks and really have the most positive effect.
Right.
And but when that happens, dude, I'm going to let as many people know as I can. We're doing a couple of South by Southwest shows this year to try to get the word out and we're doing February this February we're doing a couple fun ones, man. We're playing at Green Hall on the 10th of February, and that's an afternoon show. We hit at noon, and then we're playing in Clear Lake at the U of H Clear Lake Bayou Theater on February 23rd, Friday, February 23rd.
Okay.
And that'll be cool too, man. But that's sort of an annual show that we've done. This is our third time there. And dude, it's such a nice space. And it's always just a great time. And the crew there is great. And I think it's really nice for, the audience too, because, it's nice seating. It's a theater environment. It's not a smoky bar necessarily.
Me neither.
Yeah. It's, man, and they have, there's a few of these theaters around Texas and it's like, and they'll have like super cool shows, during their season and like a lot of times it doesn't get as much publicity as you think it would, like Paul Schaefer's been, and, they've had, name acts come through and anyhow, it's a fun, so we'll be there on February 23rd and we'll be at Green Hall on February 10th if you're in Central Texas, so.
Man, excellent. Well, look up Mighty Orq and stream his music from all over the place. Go check out a live show for sure. And if you can't see Mighty Orq, go see another show. Just go out and watch some bands. There's so many people that are like, it was like my favorite bands from 25 years ago. I was like, well, then you're missing out. You're missing out. Go see some live music. Support them. And while you're at it, stop by one of your local breweries and grab some of their beers as well. But Orq, man, always appreciate it.
Likewise, thank
you.
you.
Good hanging out with you. And on behalf of DJ Muskrat, Jason Sparza, Jesse Sendejas, and myself, appreciate you guys listening and watching the show. We'll talk to you next week.